The IPERION HS project addressed the topic. I wanted to tell you something about the genesis of the project, because it is a very complex European consortium. So it might be also interesting to understand, let's say, the technicalities and the process of developing and building up the research proposal. So the IPERION project addressed the topic integrating activities for advanced communities of the call, integrating and opening research infrastructures of European interest. The specific area addressed in the domain of social sciences and humanities is European research infrastructures for cultural heritage restoration and conservation. The consortium is a highly multidisciplinary advanced community, and its partners come from a significant number of scientific domains, synergically involved in the heritage science research. Okay. The advanced community of heritage science was built and reinforced with the support of 4 European projects spanning across 20 years of constantly developed service to the heritage domain. The ultimate goal is then to establish a permanent distributed European research infrastructure for heritage science that is called E-RIHS. And it will continue providing the services once the IPERION HS finishes. So we expect that this infrastructure could be established in 2022. How was the IPERION HS born? The project design and preparation took more than 6 months. We have submitted the proposal then 1 hour before the final deadline. As you can see, it was set on March 20th, 2019 at 5 p.m. However, within the participant portal, which is the platform that allows the communication with the European Commission, it is possible to perform several pre-submission steps. So what happens with the proposal once you have finished the hard work of the project preparation, including the work activities, consortium description, budget allocation? Each proposal is actually evaluated by at least 3 reviewers against 3 criteria. The first one is excellence. What is evaluated is the clarity and pertinence of the project objectives in relation to the work program. What is also evaluated is the quality of the proposed coordination and support measures, including soundness of the methodology. The second criterion is the impact. What is evaluated is the credibility of the pathways to achieve the expected outcomes and impacts specified in the work program, and the likely scale and significance of the contributions due to the project. The third criterion is the implementation. Quality and effectiveness of the work plan, including the extent to which the resources are assigned to work packages, are in line with their objectives and deliverables. What is also evaluated is the appropriateness of the management structures and procedures. So the threshold for the individual criteria is 3. So of course, the higher, the better. And the overall threshold applying to the sum of the 3 individual scores is 10 points. So on 11th of July, 4 months from the submission, we have received the evaluation summary report from the European Commission informing us about the positive outcome of our proposal. We have scored 14 out of 15 points, and eventually we have received also the invitation to start preparing the grant agreement document. Thanks to the achieved grant, the IPERION HS is now incorporating the best national facilities on a truly pan-European scale, operating in 19 member states, 2 associated countries, and 3 non-European countries. If we translate our project into the numbers, we can see that we have 58 transnational access providers located in 16 countries. We expect to collaborate with more than 700 users for a budget of about 3 million euros. As you can see, this is half of the total project budget, which is equal to 6 million euros. But the cost of the activities is even higher because we claim the so-called in-kind contribution. That is to say, it is work that is not covered by any external funding. So the mission, the core mission of the IPERION HS project is to further integrate and open European facilities for you, for external researchers, for the study, restoration, and conservation of cultural heritage. And the ultimate aim, of course, is to move towards the establishment of a permanent research infrastructure. IPERION thus operates an integrating activity to support research in heritage science in Europe and beyond, because our activities are open to all the researchers. The IPERION objectives are aligned with a general vision of heritage science, the pillars of which are optimizing research in teams with complementary cultures and practices, that is to say, multidisciplinarity, strengthening and widening the heritage science community through engagement, through co-creation, the foundation of new approaches to cultural heritage research, that is to say, innovation, supporting excellent projects with outstanding facilities, excellence. Extended heritage lifetimes, we aim to extend heritage lifetimes mainly for general public. And our objective is also to open access to knowledge. So 9 specific objectives are pursued to accomplish the IPERION HS mission: research, open science, innovate, exploit, share with you, teach, train. So all these objectives, mission and vision needs to be somehow organized. And I will show you how this is organized within the project. So the complexity of the objectives are implemented through 8 work packages. Each work package is then subdivided into tasks according to the planned actions. The interactions among the work packages are then expressed in the PERT diagram. This is one aspect that cannot miss in your research proposal should you pursue such an endeavor. So as I already said, the core activities is offering transnational access to a wide range of high-level scientific instruments, methodologies, data, tools, and expertise for advancing the knowledge. So we have three TNA work packages that are those in red: ArcLab, FixLab, and MoLab. In addition, IPERION HS contributes joint innovative research for a better interoperability, not limited to the data, but including also sample materials, methods, instruments, protocols in, for example, preventive conservation. So the methodologies that will be developed, that are also allocated a substantial budget, will then possibly be used also in the transnational access as a service to the external researchers. The networking activities are highlighted in orange color, are then aimed at reinforcing the binding in the group and at creating a sense of belonging of all of us for heritage science researchers who exploit the research infrastructure services. So, in order to manage the complexity of the consortium and of the activities, we usually express those activities in the Gantt diagram. You can see that we have the 8 work packages highlighted in the color. Each package is broken down into the task that starts at certain month, ends at certain month, and then we have the so-called project milestones and deliverables. These are duties that the coordinator needs to submit to the European Commission on behalf of all the partners, and must be produced at a given moment during the action. Milestones are, on the other hand, let's say, the specific moments of the work that need to be done at intermediary points. I am saying this because you might be interested also in these outputs, and I show you where you can find it. The IPERION HS complies with the requirements for the open science, and therefore you can find the link on our website to the Zenodo repository, where we store the project outputs, and these outputs are equipped with the digital object identifier, DOI, for the correct citation and identification. So you can see all the deliverables that are generated by the consortium in this repository. Of course, the project flow needs to be controlled and advanced by a structured management and quality assurance system. The management structure of the project encompasses different entities, such as decision-making bodies, that is to say, governing board. This is composed by 24 members corresponding to the project beneficiaries. This is the blue line. In the middle, we have the executive core of the project, that is to say, the steering committee and the project coordinator. The steering committee is represented by the 8 work package leaders. And in the green color, we have advisory bodies, such as Access Board, the 3 peer review panels for each platform, the Scientific Advisory Board, and Regional Development Strategy Advisory Board. We have also the support body, that is to say, the central office that is practically representing the future central hub of the permanent research infrastructure. As already Professor Mazzeo said, our communities are span across different domains, mainly located in the social sciences and humanities, but it is a specific remit of this project to engage with communities of built environment, paleoanthropology, and paleontology and archaeology. So the services for the external researchers are mainly transnational access and the training activities. So you can benefit from these services to develop your own skills and to solve your specific research problems that you may face. Just very few words on the transnational access. It is open to the groups working in a country other than is your host institution. It supports excellent original research projects. It is open to new or experienced external multidisciplinary research groups. There is no limit as to the age or to the position in the academy or in private industries. The projects are submitted through a coordinated system through our website, and you can ask either the single or multi-technique services, and it is free of charge for granted proposals. As we have already seen, we have three platforms that you are probably already familiar with: the archive laboratories, unique archives of scientific data, FixLab, the fixed key fixed laboratories, and MOLAB laboratories with portable scientific instruments. The capacity of MOLAB has been specifically expanded in relation to close-range hyperspectral and fluorescence imaging and ground aerial remote sensing to meet the emerging needs of the heritage science research community. The activity related to ArcLab include access to reference samples, zooarchaeological, archaeobotanical, human skeletal, chronological collections to support different kinds of research. And the striking innovation in the FixLab is the inclusion of 18 new providers, in stark contrast with the previous 4, bringing new diagnostic capabilities for high-level scientific investigation of samples or whole objects, and extending them to new fields such as paleontology and preventive conservation. I would like to recall that the third call is now open, so you can submit the project, and it will be closing on the 30th of November. So you can submit the proposal in every moment of the year, but it is the cutoff deadline that sets the date when the project will be starting to be evaluated. And then we have the total 4 more calls foreseen for the duration of the project, and this cutoff deadline is every 5 months. Of course, we have the IPERION Academy, to which this doctoral summer school belongs, and we will have another one in 2023. We plan on-site training camps. There will be 2 thematic in 2022 and 23 in paleoanthropology and built environment, respectively. We have a regular appointment of the webinars once a month, and we are developing also online training modules. So you can join us every first Tuesday of the month from 3 to 4 p.m. To follow our autumn series of thematic webinars dedicated to built heritage, arts and humanities, paleontology, archaeology research. In August, we are on holidays. So if you miss by any chance any of our webinars or training activities, lectures, you can subscribe to our YouTube E-RIHS EU channel, where we post almost all the registrations. And I also invite you to follow our LinkedIn Heritage Science online forum for discussions related to all aspects of heritage science, whether focusing on art, heritage, archaeology, the historic built environment, or cultural landscape. I thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you to enjoy this school, and I hope that this will be a fruitful, mind-opening experience for you during this first edition of the Doctoral Summer School, and it will contribute to your personal and professional growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jana. Unfortunately, if you want, I can just clap with my hand, and I do hope that all the others will do the same, because it was really very clear.